Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be running through how you can set up different calendars, and we're going to be running through the different calendar types within Go High Level because it's a little bit confusing what the different options are here. So let's go through. We're creating a new calendar right here, and we've got all these different options. Let's run through each of them individually and work out which one is the best for you. So let's say, for example, you've got a intro meeting call, or you've got like an onboarding call where it's just a one-on-one relationship. This would be perfect for a personal booking. So it's that one-on-one where you've got one of your team members with one of theirs, and you can specify exactly which team member you want. Then we've got the round robin on the side here. On the round robin, we've got multiple of our team members kind of all rotating through. So let's say, for example, you've got that intro call or like a discovery call, but you've not just got one salesperson making the calls, but you've actually got 5 different people, and you really want to maximize the availability on the calendar side. So you've got your 5 people, and the calendar looks at all 5 people, and the customer can choose one slot, and it will distribute across all your team members in that rotating order. Then down the bottom here, we have collective booking. So this is perfect, for example, like if you're a healthcare professional and you need to get together with other healthcare professionals to service a client. So you might have a doctor, a specialist, an allied health professional, all joining the same call with the one participant. And that's a collective booking. So it's kind of like the round robin, but the other way around. The round robin looks at the calendar and it adds everybody's calendar in, and it allows them to choose one spot across any different availability. On the collective side, it finds commonality between your team members, or let's say in the example of the allied health professionals, the doctor, the specialist, and the allied health professional. And then when you found an availability for all those 3 people, then that's available for the person booking the appointment. Next, we have class booking. Class booking is perfect for like online webinars and online classes. It gives you a link that has multiple availabilities within the week, and anybody can select any of the availabilities, and it fills up according to the slots that are there. So you might have a webinar where you're allowing 10 different people into each webinar, and it allows you to send out the link, and when people click on the calendar link, they can select any of those. And then down the bottom here under the explore more types, we've got 2 other options. We've got one that's specific for physical events. And the thing that's kind of unique about this one here is that there's no associated host. So it's assuming that you're creating a conference in which there might be multiple people, or like an expo where you've got multiple people there. And there's no specific host for those events. It's just kind of like an appointment in the calendar. And then on the side over here, we have service bookings. And the cool thing about service bookings is by creating a service booking, you're actually able to add that to your service menu up here. And by adding it to the service menu, people can actually book in themselves and see it within your menu of options. And that's essentially like a grid. The participant can book in with specific team members and different people like that. So let's go through and just kind of run through 1 or 2 of these. The personal booking up here is more self-explanatory. Round robin and collective are kind of 2 sides of the same coin. We're going to run through the class booking. We're going to run through the service booking. So let's go ahead and create a service booking here. Let's call this haircut, for example. So let's select the staff, and we've got me there. And let's say, for example, my haircuts take 45 minutes. And I can select the exact times. I can collect an amount from this. Let's say it's $23, and let's confirm that. Yep. Okay. Great, so we've created that right there. We've created our haircut. Now what we can do is we can actually go to our service menu, and we can add in a menu. And I might say haircut salon. And part of my haircut salon is, where are we? Select services on the side here. And we need to add it to a group first. So let's go ahead and just save this. And we can jump across here, we go to our haircut, and we move it to a group. There's no assigned groups, so we need to create a group. Go into groups, add a group, call this haircut services. There we go. Now we can add our haircut service to the haircut service group. And now we can go into here. We can go select service, haircut services, haircut. And then we can go into there and we can change the order. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to have this link that we can send out. And on the link, we're able to change anything about this. We can change the image, we can change the title and all that kind of stuff, but we can have multiple haircut services on one page, and we can embed this into our website very easily. And we can click book, and then there's right down here, you can have multiple people, for example, or it's just me. And all that can be customized within the actual, within the calendar itself. Click continue, the person checks out, they can even select the staff, they've only got me, for example. They can confirm, they can find a slot, and they can pay. And they can actually book in their own appointment. So this is perfect for any short kind of service provider where it's like an hour or 2 hour sessions, where it's haircuts, for example, chiropractors, med spas, anything like that, where it's a clear-cut service, dollar value for a specific service. Then let's jump into our next one. Now let's have a look at that class booking that we had. So let's say, for example, we do a webinar. And we've got here me. It's a 30-minute webinar, and I only want 10 people to be in each webinar. I want to focus in on those 10 people that are there. I can put in a meeting location. So let's say zoom.com, and you'd have your link there. And there we go. We can accept payments for it or not. Maybe I don't want to. And then when I send that link out, a person can select a specific time, and in that time, there can be multiple seats. Now, there's a lot of availability there. So I might jump back into my calendar, for example, or find my webinar calendar, and I might edit that and say that actually my availability is only 8 till 9 a.m. on the Monday, and that's it. And now we've only got Monday available, 8 till 8:30, 8:30 till 9 o'clock. And then we can select that and they can continue. So that's the different types of calendar types that we have within High Level. I hope you found this video useful. I know that when I started creating calendars within High Level, it was a little bit confusing knowing exactly which type of calendar to use for each type of appointment that we have. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment down below, like and subscribe to this video, and I will see you in the next one.